Meeting at the mall for a ride like the cool kids. So you want to go further downtown and just hang out for the day?
True, man. Let's go like rev our bike.
Yeah, I forgot to cut my exhaust off first. Ooh.
13.
Is that what it's showing? But hey, on the bright side, it's only going to get warmer now.
Yeah, I know.
I totally wasn't thinking. Just, you know, how cool it could get through here. Oh, hey there. Hope you enjoyed all that wind noise. I find it gets cut down a lot better when you actually remember to plug in the microphone. So yeah, there was a lot of yammering on back there, but nothing really. Didn't miss a whole lot, except for that guy on the BMW touring bike. I was talking about him because I am positive he was a cop. I mean, yes, he was wearing a fluorescent jacket and riding a BMW and sticking right to the speed limit. You know, none of those things by themselves are really out of place for that style of riding. But his license plate was 1095. I'm almost positive that's a radio call sign for like off-duty or something. Ooh, call me crazy, but it feels cooler now up here. Maybe it's just because we stopped and warmed up for a minute, but it feels worse. I think Mike said we were hitting about 13 degrees. That should start to climb once we get through here. So what else did I mention back there that would have been lost to the garbled mess of wind? I guess the plan, as of right now, we're making our way to Sussex. Possibly fuel up and turn back towards St. Martin's or something. There was a couple of other rides going on today. Looked like they were going to be like 600 kilometers or more. Just didn't really have that kind of time to commit to it. And I've now got a plug in my rear tire because I picked up a nail on the last ride to Nova Scotia. So I probably shouldn't go too far from home with my luck. During the last ride, when I was trying out Luke's Multistrada, I handed this one off to him, and once again I had to warn someone about the brakes on it. You know, they're a little soft in the beginning. They bite pretty good, but you know, that lever feel isn't great. So I got tired of that. In the downtime since the last ride, I finally pulled out the old ZX-10R calipers that I had on the 12. Got them all cleaned up in the ultrasonic cleaner and ordered a rebuild kit for them. So now this thing is running basically 90% of the front brake off of a ZX-10R. First generation, I think 06 or 07, something like that. Brake feel seems to be much better. The lever feels much firmer. I remember when I bought those calipers though, the pads were kind of worn out on them, and I bought cheap pads just to get them up and running and, you know, see if I liked them, see if they fixed my issue. They still got those cheaper pads in there. They don't bite quite like the other ones did in my Tokico calipers, but not bad. We'll give them some time to seat into the rotor. Anyway, yeah, it's like November 5th or 6th or something like that, and we're looking at 20-degree weather. just not right here. We're looking at about 13-degree weather back there, so obviously we got to get out and use this. This new connector road still has its uses, mostly traveling in this direction. If I'm coming from the other direction, I'm probably coming out of the Fundy Trail. And if I'm coming out of the Fundy Trail, I'm almost certainly going to rather go to Sussex through that road than come this way. That road is way funner. That's what we're actually heading towards now. So this road is great because it gets you to that other road. And I suppose if you were in a real big hurry, you could use it to get home. Now begins the funner road. Just gotta watch for rocks and dirt and shit in this one. I'm sure that's another busy spot today. This isn't, you know, real close to the absolute end of the season for the off-road guys, but I'm sure they're not going to waste a day like this either. Pretty odd spot to be doing big burnouts. I always run this road this way, this direction. Should do it the opposite way someday. I'm sure this section would be much funner going uphill. Dark spots down by the river, once again where the sun doesn't touch, you get wet pavement. Just about any time you get a road that follows a river, it's great. I pass through here 100 times and I forget that the ski hill is right there. White cars with roof racks, that's just evil. Well, the temperature has definitely came up. Curious what that H2 is saying on its dash right now for ambient temperature. My old girl's just not that smart. She knows what the intake air temperature is, but she keeps that to herself. Just picked up a new phone recently, which means I can barely hear the music playing in my helmet. It's good old Android trying to protect my little ears. Have to go in there and bump the volume up and tell it to stop doing that. It's one thing if you just got a Bluetooth headset or Bluetooth earphones in, but when your Bluetooth device is trying to play you some music through a windy helmet, you need all the volume you can get, especially since I wear earplugs. I can't even remember the last time I came to St. Martin's this way. Usually we do this the way Owen does his ride, coming from Norton, which I think we'll be meeting up with here shortly. Sheppey Road. I think we actually passed that coming the other way, but I don't think it's paved. At least it never was before. I don't like these wet roads. I also don't like how there's a little rubber patch on the back of my jacket near the neckline. My helmet grabs it. I'm trying to transition my head from one turn to the next. Geez, that almost looks like snow. One car all the way down here so far. I know it's definitely not tourist season when. I have to tell Owen to move his fall ride down to late November, just to avoid as much traffic as possible. Oh man, it's getting cool down here. We only planned to stop for a few minutes, and we stuck to that plan. It was still nice out when we got in there, and even when we were ready to leave. And just as we were ready to pull out, Owen pulls up behind us out of nowhere. So we kind of chatted there for a while. Chatted there long enough that we had to change the plan now. We were going to go more towards St. John and then turn and come back towards Sussex from there. But now time is against us, and this really crappy, cloudy and cold air has moved towards us, so we're just going to backtrack the way we came. I'm hoping, just by the look of the sky, I think I might be right. When we get closer to Sussex, it should warm up again. Maybe even have a little bit of sunshine reappear. Although we don't have a lot of time left of that either. It's going to be dark before long. Starting to see a bit clearer skies already, I think. So I guess this was not really a good day to be near water. Who would have thought early November would be a good time to start avoiding water on a motorcycle? Kings County. I thought we were in that a while ago, but I knew it wasn't far. Better coming through here with the sun at your back. We're used to coming through here in the summertime where it's much higher up in the air and not in your face when you're traveling down here. Get a little bit better look at these stupid patches now. Some of these patch jobs are like, you know, the cure is worse than the sickness. Whoa, that felt loose. Jesus. Wow, that is nothing but gravel and dirt. Look at this, Jesus. That's awful. The worst thing is I could be kicking all that crap up at Mike as he's coming through. And the road is like instantly wet again. So I guess the last leg of the trip will get a little bit modified also. Unfortunately, it'll have to include a little bit of highway, but it's that time of day. Not hard to tell where people have been driving through the field. Or maybe it's that tractor back there. So I guess it'll be a little bit of old 2-lane highway and then some 4-lane highway, then some 2-lane highway, and then eventually home. I suppose we can cut most of that out, because with any luck it'll be quite uneventful. So tomorrow is another beautiful day, but if I do get out for a ride, it's probably just going to be a short local one, maybe on the Nighthawk. So I'm just coming off 2 weeks of evening shifts. I never get to see the little one when I'm doing that, so tomorrow I definitely want to stick around more and hang out with her. So for now, why don't you guys go hang around down there and push some buttons and type some comments and do all the things that keep the machine happy. We'll do our best to make it home while the sun is still up. You can come back and check out the next one. Hey, look, a windmill blade. Seems like every single time we get on the highway, there's someone who will cruise along at 140.